You have been tremendously generous, not only with your time, but tremendously generous with the PhD program. And I want to thank you for that. And could you share your heart? Because I know that your generosity is connected to your heart. And if you didn't have a heart for that program, you wouldn't be as generous as you've been with us in the program. So tell me about the PhD program and your heart that makes you generous to us.
I had breakfast with somebody this morning, and he was just trying to figure out why churches don't operate a certain way financially. I said, well, most of us are making it off 20% efficiency. So 20% of the people give 80% of the money. And some, the numbers are 10 to 90. So you see a lot of people, but it's really not a lot coming in. And so we really have to be discreet on where that money goes. I tell young pastors all the time when they talk about money management for ministry and all that, you only got 100%. I don't care if you raise $5,000 in a year or 50 million, you got 100%. And I tell people their personal finances, live off percentages. Whatever you make is 100%, and you live off percent. When you get to 100, stop. Because there ain't no more. So as I try to discern and hear God's voice working with our team on where our resources need to go, because I don't believe we need to do everything. God has more than one church. And so I'm trying to hear what God is revealing to me as a leader of that ministry for our community, country, and world. So, we do our Haiti, we got our effort in community, we got a school that we've adopted, and a bunch of other stuff. And then when I heard about the only PhD program in black preaching is right here in Indianapolis at Christian Theological Seminary, where I spent time on the campus. I don't think God could be any more clear that I want you to help. And then for y'all to say, man, we're going to do something with A. Lewis Patterson. So what I'm supposed to say? No, man. I know I've gone to the school. I know it's in my own community. I know y'all training preachers. Right. I know y'all making sure that black preachers get the respect that they need to get for what they've done. And I know A. Lewis Patterson, I wouldn't be a preacher at all had I never met him. But no, y'all gonna have to figure it out on y'all. So you can't, God speaks through the word, through his spirit, through other people, and through situations and circumstances. So I had the issue for me with doing it is just the fact that we don't have enough to give at the level we need to give. And I'm almost embarrassed, because when you do this, I'm thinking, I'm really embarrassed by it. But I know my church is not the only one you're asking to help. And I'm really embarrassed by it. But man, I came up in a time that, people act like black preaching was not significant. It was not relevant. So for now, people are studying it, and other cultures have adopted our style and method of preaching. And our genre of preaching, when they used to talk about and dog it. So it's good that we got some academicians who are looking at this from different angles, thinking through it at a very, very high level, and then bringing it back to us and helping us to see, here's what these men and women of God meant through the years, and some are contemporaries, and what it means in our time. So I had no problem doing that. And then I know that, everybody is not as financially blessed as I am. I ain't no multimillionaire and all that, but I grew up in poverty, so the little bit I got is a lot to me. Of course, Bill Gates would jump off a bridge if he was making what I'm making, but God has been kind. Right. And for me to have an opportunity to give, especially to some of these young people that may never have had, they got the mind to get it, they don't have the money. And why would I not come alongside of